Heavy Masonic influence.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and we're diving into a Saturday fun fest here on the Paranormal Portal. We're going to be getting to the news as always. We're going to get to the Discord question of the week, and we're going to get to some investigating. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't tuned in the last couple Saturdays or the last couple times we've done it, it's been really pretty spectacular. As you can see, everything's all set up and ready to go again for tonight, and got all the connections made and dialed in, and I'm taking some advice. Somebody suggested in the chat, hey, try the REM pod on Don's chair. So that's where the REM pod's going tonight. We'll see how it works, if it triggers at all. It only squawked once last time on the 15th, but we'll see what it does tonight. Maybe something, maybe nothing. It could be a real flat night. We just don't know. You don't know when you're investigating what you're going to get, but we're going to dig into it, see what we can catch through instrumental transcommunication, or ITC. And that basically just means using technologies to try to make meaningful contact with unseen entities. So hopefully it all goes well. I don't know. You never know. Could be a real mixed bag, but we'll dig into that in a little bit. So until then, we have a lot going on tonight. It's just you and I. So you guys are my co-host tonight, and you're stuck with just me. So hope that's okay with you. We've got the Ghost Radar on screen as well as everything else. So I'm just cranking up all the ITC modalities that I can to try to see if we can get some correlation later on, but we'll get to that in a while. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't have any announcements. Again, please remember, after tonight, then the full next week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, there's no live streams, so don't watch for any scheduled live streams next week. However, I'd like to remind you all that there are 1,300 and some episodes, or 1,300-ish episodes in our YouTube backlog. So if you get a hankering for some Portal, just crank up some of those playlists and sit back and enjoy them. I'm sure there's only a handful of people that have seen all of them. And even then, who knows? But maybe more of you haven't. I'm just not aware of it. But anyway, I know there's a hell of a backlog to get through, so there should be something you haven't seen in there for the next week. And when I come back, there might be a test, so just be ready. No, I'm just kidding. So without further ado, I guess we're going to just hit the ground running. The phone lines will be open later. We can dive into that as we're investigating if I notice them. That's, of course, always an option. But anyway, and you can call in with the number that's just now right below my head. So you can call in and say hello, or if you have any questions or things you'd like me to ask the ITC equipment, we can certainly do that. Flashlight went off a little bit ago when it was just sitting here. So we'll see if the night continues to be eventful. I hope so. But, again, you just don't know. And once again, I give you my complete and total word of honor as a man, as a spiritual man, that nothing you'll ever see on this show is gimmicked or trickery of any kind. It is just happening as it happens. So if things happen, you can rest assured it's not me or some little setup that I did to try to get clickbaity. I just have way too much integrity for that. And maybe that's, a good thing. I think it's a good thing, but maybe some people think, oh, screw it. Do what it takes. Well, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to do that to myself or the integrity of our show. So whatever you see is really, really, truly happening in real time. And if it doesn't happen, well, them's the breaks too. I don't know what we're in for. Could be an epic night. Could be a flat night. Could be an interesting night. We'll just wait and see. So without further ado, I guess it's time to jump into the news, folks, and see what I've curated for your informational needs. All right, let's get to it. The most trusted news, ladies and gentlemen, the Paranormal Portal News. And, of course, me. I'm here. All right, so without further ado, I guess we can get to it and see just what I pulled up. I'm just looking at the chat. Good to see everybody coming in. Thank you all for being here and being a part of the journey, as always. You guys make this incredibly special and incredibly fun. So thank you for all of that. Let's see what's first up on the news. I've got 3 articles to go through tonight, so we'll see what they are. I don't even remember. I'm like, ooh, that looked good. That looks good. That looks good. And I did actually screen them to make sure there was no really super long ones that I have to go, oh, I ain't reading that. Because I don't want the news to be like 50% of the show. I just like it to be part of the show. So the first up tonight, we are going to unexplained-mysteries.com. Please support this site. Please support what they're doing. I love what they're doing. It's been incredible. So first up comes a space and astronomy article. And this has to do some weird signals coming from space. I don't know. The headline is fantastic. The story might be a turd, but we'll find out in a second. So the story is mysterious source has been sending signals to Earth for decades. And we're just hearing about it now. So I'm betting it's a pulsar or something. But anyway, let's see what it says. All right. Astronomers have been attempting to understand the nature of a distant object known only as, get this, GPMJ 1839-10. Wow. It's such a romantic name. There's something strange out in space, and it's been sending signals in our direction for the past 35 years that do not seem to conform to any known astronomical phenomena. The object, whatever it is, sends out blasts of energy every 20 minutes that vary in brightness. And while this is similar to what astronomers might expect to see from fast radio bursts or pulsars, neither of these possibilities fit what is being observed from GPMJ 1839-10. Really? Why don't you just come up with a pet name or something, for God's sakes? If it is a pulsar, then it's operating in a way thought to be impossible. Similar doubts have been cast on the idea that the object could be a type of highly magnetized white dwarf star or a magnetar, as its signals are unlike any others observed to date. GPMJ 1839-10 was first picked up some 35 years ago, but it had gone unnoticed, and it wasn't until recently that astronomers fully realized the data's significance. The search for other examples of the same phenomena could also help to reveal more clues. So they don't know what it is, but it's beaming signals to us. And by signals, I don't know what that really means either. I mean, it could just be, I don't know, interstellar commercial breaks or whatever. I don't know. It sounds all romantic and stuff, but you never know. It might be something dumb. Anyway, somebody's grocery list. Who knows? Let's get to the next article, though, and see what's next. It sounds cool, though. Strange signals received for 35 years. Ooh, gives me chills. All right. Next up, this one's been making the rounds. I heard about it. I think it was from Hometown Ghost Stories. I actually heard about it from them first. I saw that they had made a conversation about it, I think, in their Discord. But yeah, and they have a great Discord too, folks. So if you're into Discord and you want to mix it up with another whole crew of fantastic people, head over to Hometown Ghost Stories and find their Discord. All right. This one has to do with some history, some macabre history, as it were, but it's history. Has serial killer Jack the Ripper's identity been revealed at last? Boy, I don't know. Let's see what it says. A former police volunteer. Well, I like that pedigree. Was it a crossing guard, or was it a detective or what? Anyway, let's dig into it. I don't mean to cast aspersions here. I just don't know. A former police volunteer believes that she has uncovered the identity of the infamous 19th century murderer. It's one of the best known and enduring murder mysteries the world has ever known, yet more than 120 years after Jack the Ripper's killing spree through the streets of London, there has never been a definitive answer as to who he really was. Enter Sarah Bax Horton, a former police volunteer whose great-great-grandfather was a policeman, who more than a century ago was at the heart of the investigation into the man himself. Okay, well, she's got some history there. Her own investigation has revealed compelling evidence that Jack the Ripper was in fact Chaim Hyams, a cigar maker who happened to live in the middle of the area in which the murders had taken place. An epileptic and an alcoholic, he spent a considerable amount of time in mental asylums and was even arrested after attacking his own mother. Horton believes that his medical records match him to the physical characteristics of the murderer. In the files, it is said that the eyewitness said that he had a peculiar gait, she said. He was weak at the knees and wasn't fully extending his legs, and when he walked, he had kind of a shuffling gait, which was probably a side effect of some brain damage as a result of the epilepsy. It was Chaim's mental and physical decline that prompted him to kill, she argues. As things stand, however, it's difficult to determine whether she has genuinely cracked the case or not. Well, not bad. I guess, that makes sense. I don't know a lot about things like this. I try not to get too involved in true crime, and historical or modern, just because, I don't know. I just like to keep my life simple, not try to crawl into the mind of the darkness, I guess. But yeah, if that's the case, then maybe it is the guy. I don't know. Interestingly enough, we'll probably never know, because, who's going to go, yep, that's who it was. You're right. We found out. We have a confession. It's like, that's not coming. So anyway, it could be. I don't know. I have no skin in the game personally, but it'd be nice to put that all to rest. Anyway, let's get to the next one up tonight. on our show. And this one is the last one for the night. This one I had pulled up actually last night, but I opted not to get into this one. But, you know, for those who are looking for potential new homes, maybe you got to look in places like this. I don't mean homes around here. Unexplained-mysteries.com brings us mysterious star system with spiral arms may be home to a hidden planet. Okay. How long is this? Is this long? No, it's short. It says a new study has revealed details of an enigmatic star system that looks suspiciously like a spiral galaxy. You'd certainly be forgiven for thinking that the above image shows a distant spiral galaxy, but this is in fact a star system situated some 500 million light years from Earth. Astronomers now believe that its spiral-like arms, which are formed from a protoplanetary disk of gas, dust, and rocks left over from the star's formation, are indicative of a hidden planet. I don't know why I pulled this article up, but anyway, let's continue now because we're invested. Dubbed MWC 758c, the unseen world would need to be pretty big, twice the size of Jupiter, in order to have a gravitational heft to shape the disk into such a distinctive shape. Oh, they mean it's in the middle of this? Is that what's going on? I don't understand. Okay, the planet's existence couldn't be determined when the star was discovered back in 2013, and it wasn't until astronomers could observe it using the Large Binocular Telescope Interferometer in Arizona more recently that it was possible to find out for sure that it was there. It will take the James Webb Space Telescope, however, to fully confirm their observations. Depending on the results that come from the JWST observations, we can begin to apply this newfound knowledge to other stellar systems that will allow us to make predictions about where other hidden planets might be lurking, said study lead author Kevin Wagner. Well, there you go. I guess we're learning more about space. I don't know if it's supposed to be in the middle or where is it supposed to be. I guess this is supposed to be stuff left over from the formation of the rock or of the sun, but is it circling this planet? I don't understand what's going on. Anyway, might be a planet in there somewhere. God only knows. But there you have it, folks. This has been a presentation of the Paranormal Portal News, and hopefully you learned something you didn't already know, and now you know more than you did. I don't know. Some of the stuff, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's interesting to me because it's something new and different every time we do it. But some of the stuff is way out of my pay grade as far as processing information. But I don't know. It's interesting, right? If we learn more, maybe we'll go further. And I'm always for that. Progress is generally a good thing, but not always. So anyway, this has been a presentation of the Paranormal Portal News. And again, you're welcome. Most trusted news. Hopefully you still trust us. Hopefully you still have faith, have trust, and know that this is the place to get all your news. No, I wish that were the case, but hell, I don't know much either, folks. I'm just learning most of this stuff as I go. Hi, Portal Mom. How you doing? Hope your headache's all cleared up. I know Unknown's asking how you're feeling today, so I think it's probably well better by now, but yeah. Brent, I flunked out of kazoo school. Okay. I don't know, man. Maybe you didn't study hard enough. Not everybody can be a musician. Yeah, I'm just looking at who's here. You know what? If you don't mind, I just think we'll do some shout outs quick because there's bunches of you here, and I just want to thank you for being here. So if you are here and would like a shout out, by all means, type something in chat, because that's how I notice you. That's how you populate the list. So I'm going to pull up the participants here and give it a couple seconds because more of you should be chatting. No, it's okay. The participants list is not everybody that's watching. It's just everybody that's currently chatting. So it's kind of not really an accurate way to say, hey, thanks for being here, because I can only thank the people that pop up on this list. So that's why I encourage it. First up, Aggravated Progressive is here. Chucky Danger, Deb Varner. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Elaine Clifford's here. Eric is here. Flyer Tuck and Grumpy Owl. Great to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. Jeff Keith. That's a new name for me. Jeff Keith. Nice to meet you. Thanks for popping in. I hope you enjoy yourself. Make yourself at home and become part of the family. If you're not already subscribed, you know where that button is. John Stevenson, K-Love, and Lucky Gypsy are all here. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Matthew Learned, more of this, more of that. Barbara is here. Old Spice Art is here. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm here. Portal Mom is here. Rachel Gets It Right is here. Shepherdess is here. The Unknown is here. Awesome. Thank you guys. The Fourth Color is here. Wonder Woman is here. Wizard Moon 13's here. And somebody else popped in. Luna Moonicorn, I think, is who I missed. That just popped up on the list. So thank you guys all for being here. A special thank you to our Paranormal Portal channel members, and another special thank you to our mods who are here keeping things running. Thank you guys. Love you all. Wonder Woman, Rachel, Elaine, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being here and making sure that the portal stays civil. All right, so without further ado, those are the shout outs. Did I miss someone? Oh, Renee Cruz. Hey, Renee, where did you go? You disappeared. You were the first one in the door. I guess you got to get to chatting so I can see you. Vegas Dirt Pusher popped up as well. I don't think I said that one before, but good to see you as well. So I think I got everybody. God, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Got to wait for my chat to repopulate here. My computer's getting kind of tired. Doesn't do it like it used to. There it comes. Okay. Yeah, great to see all of you guys. Okay. So now we're going to move to another segment of the show, which has been a lot of fun. And I got to give a special, huge thank you to Chucky Danger. You are a superstar, brother. Thank you for keeping the questions rolling. And he's come up with some really amazing questions that I probably would have never occurred to me to ask. So thank you, Chucky, for making that continue and to keep pushing it forward. This show has really been molded by a lot of your guys' hands. The chat community you've created around this show is amazing, and I can't take any credit for that. The question of the weeks now I don't have to take any credit for. I can't, because Chucky's doing it. And the Discord community, all you guys gathering over there, having amazing conversations. I can't take any credit for that. But all I can take credit for is turning on the lights and trying to give you timely entertainment as quickly as I can. Also, tomorrow, make sure to watch for the next Paranormal Portal podcast, which will be coming out. And this week is a podcast is going to be an interview I did with Alexander Patakoff of Small Town Monsters. He does the Bigfoot Beyond the Trail series and has been involved in a ton of projects over there, but just an incredibly great guy. I had a wonderful time talking to him and really enjoyed our conversation. So if you're into some Bigfooting, well, by God, you should make sure to not miss this next podcast episode. And that'll be dropping. Well, it'll be available Monday, but I'm going to drop it late tomorrow night, probably around midnight. So Monday, look for it. All right. And if you're not subscribed to the podcast, get subscribed on whatever platform you check it out in. Love that a bunch. All right. Oh yeah. I was actually in the middle of going to do something, wasn't I? It happens, folks. Sometimes I lose myself in this shuffle. But we're going to go now to our Discord and talk about the Discord question of the week. Boom, baby. All right, it's time for our Discord question of the week. The link is actually pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. So if you're not currently in our Discord community and you use Discord, by all means, jump in there and click that link. We'd love to have you join and become part of what we're doing. And if you're not really sure, if you're new to Discord and you're like, I don't know how the hell to do this, but you joined, if you're in the chat community here on Discord, this is our Discord server. This is an actual conversation, which is the question of the week. But we actually have a tutorial thread in here. If you click that, you can just scroll up and learn by watching some YouTube videos on how to use Discord. So it's available to you. We're willing to help you as much as we can. And of course, everybody in Discord would be happy to help you if you have problems and you're new to it. How do I do this? How do I do that? They'll be happy to help you walk that line. So just going to take a quick peek. Did someone new come in? Someone came in. Welcome. Who the hell is this? It's one letter. I don't know why my Discord is doing this, but I guess I can look here and just go, oh, it's literally just I ... I thought it was chopping it off. Well, I'm going to say hi to you, I. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Double Take. Did I already say hi to Double Take? Or is this, I don't know what the hell's going on. I probably should watch those tutorial videos too. I have a pretty rudimentary understanding of it, of Discord, but I can navigate it okay, but it's not really hard. It's just kind of unusual. I don't know why it's like, if you look, when I go to the Discord questions of the week, some of these names are chopped off like A. Well, who's A? So I got to do this. Oh no, it's just A again. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I have no idea why my Discord is doing this, folks. It's like abbreviating names, and it's driving me crazy. Who is A? Can somebody message me in the YouTube chat and tell me who A is? Because I want to give everybody their due, but I don't know if anybody's paying. Hello, is this thing on? Hello? Just let me know who that is. We're going to get to the Discord question of the week, which is my roundabout, really unprofessional way of getting there. Special thanks again to Chucky, who put this question out there. And it's Ariana. Oh, okay. Ariana. Okay. BBYS. Ariana BBYS. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Shepherdess. Oh, Ariana Abyss. Okay. All right. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is doing it for. It's driving me absolutely crazy. I'm going to have to Google that and figure it out. I must have done something somewhere that really kicked the bucket on this one. But question of the week, Saturday show. Do you think that serial killers have influence from paranormal phenomena, or do you think it's more just human behavior gone wrong? That's actually a brilliant question. We've often talked throughout the course of the show of people that are being tormented by spirits ending up in like asylums and stuff. But certainly it could be a part of some of these serial killers just cracking and going absolutely bonkers and hurting a lot of people. Just tragic. But let's see what everybody had to say. Great question, Chucky. Wow. Eric the Purple Hobbit says, you have to realize no matter how much some people may not want to, is that we are created beings and there has always been a spiritual battle for our souls. Evil isn't a human concept. Evil is very real. And despite all the jokes, it wants us to suffer with it for eternity. It does want us to destroy ourselves and turn from God. So yes, I'm sure it's an evil presence that affects human behavior to make bad choices. It's always up to us to decide what we do. Free will is a God-given gift. That's a great point. There's certainly no question, I think, in most paranormal circles that there are some really dark and twisted things out there. And the fact is that, there's possession and oppression have been around for maybe as long as people have been around. I don't know. But it's nothing new to the paranormal world, so why not? Part of oppression is the corrupting the thoughts, darkening the soul of the person, basically shattering a will. And it's a really horribly scary kind of thing that there could be and are probably things out there that would do this. It's hard to imagine having so much hate and anger that's all you want is to watch the world burn. And so you're going to do whatever you can to burn it. And that's just a heartbreaking concept to me personally. But Great thoughts, Eric. Thank you for that. Ariana Abyss says, excellent question. Yes, I feel a large number of them are demonically possessed. You can actually tell in pictures who is. Their eyes are all black. They usually claim to be influenced also. So my answer is yes, probably a lot of them are. I wouldn't say all, but most probably are. Yeah, certainly mental illness is not always spiritually related. But is it possible that a spiritual attack can influence mental illness? So in other words, if somebody's battling long enough and hard enough, do they just become mentally ill, permanently, and then they're stuck with the damages, the scars, and that is the mental illness causing them to do unthinkable things. Like, thank God, I always figure, thank God I don't understand the mind of a serial killer. Thank God. Because the minute that I can start conceptualizing that, I think that's a scary place. I don't want to go there, So, great thoughts, Ariana. Thank you. Mel Shepherdess comes in and says, my beliefs include that humans are spiritual-physical, that we're in this spiritual fray called Earth, where malevolent as well as guiding spirits, as well as spirits asking for prayer from us while in a purgatory state, where they are being purified for eternity, enact their influence on us. Whether we are cognizant of this or not, but more time in prayer and meditation will give each of us more tuned realization of which thoughts, which effectively become embodied if we choose to integrate said thoughts, are coming from where. If we do not tune our awareness, then we fall into justifying ourselves into a lot of disordered thought and then behavior patterns. I believe we each have free will. Any evil done by a human being has been done because along the way there were many choices made that were based on what thoughts, teachings we choose to integrate into our mind, body, and or spirit. So my final thought is both and. We can't pass the buck because we've been gifted with free will, but we also can't ignore that we are in a real spiritual battle for souls. And a parting quote that is relevant: watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. And that was by Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu. Very cool. Yeah, you're very right. Makes sense to me. Penny, a.k.a. Sinzora. Okay. I think that a serial killer is the product of genetic mental illness or mental illness resulted from life traumas. Certainly that can be the case in many times. Psychological illness can leave a human susceptible to outer influences such as spiritual attack, I guess. Sorry, I was a psych major. Yeah, there's no doubt that there is just some people that are broken. Like, nothing really broke them, that they just somehow are broken. And it certainly could be a product of environment. Like, at a very young age, they were exposed to horrible things, and that just breaks a person. It could just be neurochemical in some people. Some people just have these weird imbalances where their reality is very different from the reality that most of us share. So, and it's not necessarily their fault. It's just that's the way the cards were stacked when they were conceived. There's certainly those that have been tormented in a spiritual manner that just get to the point where logic just flies out the window and you're left with this mess that, from whatever. So I think that it certainly can be, but I don't think it's always any one thing. It can be many things. And in some, it could be a combination of things. So K-Love comes in and says, I think it could be a few things. K-Love, very good. I just said that too. I don't know. It's like we're in tune. Demonic possession taking over a mind and body, or maybe the CIA, MK Ultra, controlling a person's mind, or maybe alien shapeshifters that took control of the body. It's hard to fathom a healthy, normal person doing such things for pleasure. Yeah, it really is. Unless mentally ill. I do understand a person killing another in protecting themselves and or a family or at war. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's hard to conceptualize taking a life, but there are certainly some situations that you'd hardly bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, of course, I have to do that. I certainly pray to God that that never comes up for any of us. But if it does, obviously the choice is real clear. But nobody wants to be in that situation. All right, Opal Demetria comes in next. I think it can be both. I sometimes suspect murder can happen due to an evil spirit possession. That would be a nightmarish situation to find yourself in. An event that happened in Manitoba, Canada, on a Greyhound bus is a suspected Wendigo possession. Yeah, that was horrible. I heard about that. That guy has been released a while ago now, from what I heard. And what she's referring to is there was a guy on a bus up in Canada. I was driving along and he just went nuts. And just started cutting off some guy's head and was threatening everybody. And it was just like he was fine, and then boom, not fine. Hi, Luna. Good to see ya. Welcome to the Portal Peeps. Thank you, Luna. She remembered. Awesome. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, Liza, she remembered too. Remembering. That's what I say when people up their membership again. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. Yeah, and this person just went wacky and did horrible things and was threatening to do a bunch more. But yeah, it didn't end well. And I don't remember the specifics anymore. I just remember that it was blamed on a Wendigo. In this case, the Wendigo can be many things depending on who you ask, but some claim it's a possessing spirit that gives the person this insatiable hunger where they just eat and eat and eat and eat. They'll even eat their own lips off, and they're just like crazy. And then there's other Wendigo claims where it's more of like almost like a Bigfoot thing and then there's another Wendigo that comes in and is like this emaciated, almost like part deer, part humanoid, just rotting carcass. It's all emaciated and like the skin is nearly melting off, and it's walking around, and it's maybe the embodiment of that possessing spirit, but it's a horrible, horrible thing. So yeah, not good. Anyway, that rounds out our responses to the question of the week. Thank you to everybody that weighed in on this. I'm surprised I didn't see anything from Android. I hope he's okay. He usually puts in his answer about 5 minutes ago, but yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. I appreciate your responses, and I agree. I mean, it certainly could be a contributing factor in many cases. Oh, Luna, gifted memberships. Wow, thank you. Gifted 5 Portal memberships. Thank you so much, Luna. That's really, really sweet and appreciated. Aw, yeah. So anyway, I guess that's going to wrap it up for the Discord question of the week. We appreciate it, all your responses. Thank you to everybody that took the time to weigh in. And again, if you're not a member of the Portal community on Discord, please become one. There you are, hee. I told you I'll be back. Diehard faithful fan I am of yours. Awesome, Renee. Love you bunches. Thank you so much. Put a heart on that one. Renee's been in here for a while. Thank you. All right. So, I like that. Portal open. That's a good gif. Thank you. All right. Brent, I on YouTube and Discord Live. I split my screen. Very cool. All right. So that's going to wrap up the Discord question of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed it and feel like you have, I don't know, feel like you understand better. I just totally lost my train of thought. I was like, bleh. Sorry about that. I might be stroking out for all we know, but I don't think so. I'm just multitasking in my mind and I lose myself in it. So anyway, that's the Discord question of the week. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, well, you know what that means, folks. It is about time. Now, again, I got to put out this bit of a warning because I know for some people this can be really creepy and weird and odd and uncomfortable. But for most of us, I think we're pretty much, enjoying ourselves, having a good time. But I am going to be doing live ITC, instrumental transcommunication sessions here to try to make some meaningful contact with spiritual presences. So we've done it for a while now. Oh, thank you, bad boy. Woo! He remembered as well. Very cool. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Bad boy actually gifted a bunch of memberships. That was amazing. It was raining memberships up in here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take just a minute or two, get everything going live. Again, these are on. Well, it's supposed to be. There we go. Those are on. So if you see those go off, let me know because I'm never going to see that in the time. But give me just a second while I get everything going. I'm going to unmute this so that Don's microphone is now live. And I think everything is on screen here. Let's have a look. Yep. Okay. And again, the REM pod is now sitting in the chair there. So if you see the REM pod go off, I don't know if we'll hear it because it's back farther, but it is kind of loud. Oh, thank you, bad boy. Woo! Just raining up in here. Look at all that green. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Wow. Got, jeez. Lars is now a member. Justin Gooder's a member. Paradox Fossil. Casey Jones and the God Index is a member. Well, welcome. God Index, that's a new name. I hadn't seen you before, but thank you so much for coming in and checking out the show. So again, instrumental transcommunication is using technologies, and most of these technologies are borrowed from somewhere else. Very few things were actually developed for spirits communicating. The REM pod, I think, is one of them, but it uses a concept very similar to a theremin, that musical instrument that when you move, oops, darn it, I didn't turn that off. Hold on. Sorry, failure, wrong camera. Anyway, the theremin's that thing, like you see it on The Big Bang Theory. The Sheldon, I think, plays a theremin where he positions his hand and it makes different musical notes based on where it is in this field that's created by the device. And so the REM pod is kind of similar to that in that regard. Also, we're going to be utilizing a sound bank of partial words hooked up to a noise gate. The white thing on the table is these are just borrowed guitar pedals, basically borrowed from music, but the noise gate takes out a lot of ambiguous noises and excessive noises, so it just keeps it real clear and clean. And you can use that with a SB7 Spirit box, the radio that sweeps. You can use a noise gate on that as well to take out some of the. I hate that about SB7s, that noise, because it takes you out of everything else. You can't listen to the sound of the room. You can't, you're so distracted by that noise. So the noise gate is great addition to that. And then it goes into the red thing, which is a reverb pedal. So basically these little segments of words are fed into the noise gate, kind of cleaned up a little bit, sent into the reverb to give them more ambient noise. And then that is sent into the speaker. The idea utilizes and I think I'm saying this correctly. It's a mouthful, but it's utilizing a concept in, I think, parapsychology called stochastic resonance, if I'm saying that right. And the idea is that you create, and it's kind of like using other mediums like white noise or whatever, you create a sound field that's big enough, and it's believed that spirits can shape those words and using their energies somehow. I don't pretend to understand how, but to create meaningful messages or words. So we've heard some pretty incredible things throughout the course of doing it on the show, and I've heard many amazing things on location doing investigations. So it's really been an incredible addition to my research efforts. But it's based on the Huff Paranormal's Portal build. When you buy one of Huff's, I think it's Steve Huff's portals, you're basically buying a setup like this, but it's all self-contained. So that's what I'm doing. So give me a couple seconds while I get everything going. Then we also have the K2 meter on the table and a flashlight, which may or may not activate or go off. And then the little cat ball, which are very much like the ones behind me, that sometimes gets triggered as well. It's pretty awesome. So I got the REM pod already on, but I'm going to turn on everything else. So just give me a second here. Talk quietly amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. All right. Something's coming. Well, I hope we get some good activity. Paranormal Portal, nothing else happened after my room door kept opening. Still here, still safe. Okay, good. Well, I know you had said that, and that's pretty profound. Pretty profound activity. Again, if you ever notice presence like that, make a statement. If you're not comfortable with it, say, hey, knock that off. I don't like that when you do that. That's not okay. You are empowered much more than than a lot of us think. Something, well, yeah, not wicked though. Just this way comes. Yeah, double, boil and bubble. All right. Let's get this rolling. All right, first up, I'm going to start the portal thing. I'm using an app called Spiritus, by the way. It's called Spiritus. Spiritus. Just waiting for it to get done loading. Turn on the...
Welcome to Spiritus.
Thanks, good to be here, Spiritus. Thanks for having us. Make sure this is going. Check the flashlight. That is there. All right, I think we're going to use... I might have bumped that ball. I don't know. It's still going off. Still going off. Wow. That ball is still going off. What the hell? All right. There it goes. Okay. So, and at this point, ladies and gentlemen, those of you in the chat, feel free, if you think there's a question you'd like to have asked, by all means, put it in the chat in capital letters. I'll do my best to watch for those as they come up. All right. So last time we did this, we made some meaningful contact. I felt pretty incredible contact, actually, with, wow, that was several voices. That's just so unusual. Happens from time to time. With a spirit named Peter. So, all right. We'll see if he's back. He might be back. He might not be. So, yep, okay. Are you guys ready? Okay. It sounds like ready. Jeez. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with us? Yeah? Okay, good. Is Peter here with us tonight? Wow, that's a lot of triggers there. Please feel free to talk. Oh, there you go. Cat ball. Boom. Let me get me on the screen so you can see I'm just sitting here about 5 feet away. Peter, well, let's see when it gets done. All right, let me do this. Whoops, wrong one again. All right. So was that you, Peter, that started the cat ball? Was that you? Okay. All right. Well, welcome back. Good to have you back. That's just amazing. I heard Josh after you said Peter. That's just flashing so long tonight, huh? Is there a Josh here as well? Could you let us know if there's a Josh? God, that's a lot of triggers in there. Okay. Wow. Is that a yes to a Josh? Can you turn on that flashlight that's on that black cloth? Or so much coming through. Is that too loud or is it okay? Okay, Artemis, I heard Josh again. Okay. Very cool. Can any of you turn on that flashlight that's on the black cloth on that table? No, that was no. Okay, you certainly don't need to. Also, it sound like sorry. Don't be sorry. You're fine. There's also a device in that chair over there. If you get close to that, it might light up and let us know that you're here as well. I'm going to demonstrate it for you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So if you get close to that device, that will also let us know that you're here. How about the flashlight? Yeah. So I wish we could get those kind of specific answers, but I don't think we're going to get the winning numbers on a lottery or something. I got to grab my water.
Do it.
So how many spirits are here with us tonight? What the hell was that? Oh, the reverb turned off again. Now it's back on. Huh. Please don't mess with the red box. If you could not mess with that, I'd appreciate it.
I take.
So there's a device in the chair with a big red light on it. Can you get close to that device and make that light up for us?
Call it.
I heard do it. Okay. Very cool. Can you ask the name of the male voice? Okay. One thing to keep in mind too. There goes the reverb again. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the... It's like bone dry though. It's like... Okay. Please leave that red box alone though, okay? The fully red small box. So when you hear a male voice, a female voice, whatever, there are male and female voices recorded, and we can't necessarily equate the voice with a gender. So it's not quite that good. I wish it were. So it could be a male spirit triggering the voice, but you're hearing female, and it could be vice versa. Or it could be legitimately.
Sorry.
Well, the cat ball. When you said about getting your bottle of water. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really. Yeah, that comes up. That screaming distant one comes up every once in a while. An EMF reader can be used to detect infra and ultrasound. Huh. I didn't know that. So can you give me a number of how many are here? One, three, I don't know. It's weird when it goes out. The reverb goes out because it's just. There goes the cat ball again. Just, is that too loud or is it okay? Are you guys hearing it okay? And that ball is just getting triggered like crazy tonight. But not the flashlight. I find that interesting. Can any of you turn on the flashlight that's on that black cloth on the table? Can you please do that?
In the south.
Not too loud. I've got headphones on too. Okay. Turn that speaker a little more. So it's not too loud. Yeah, it's really weird when it goes from the reverb to no reverb.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Good? Sound like good. Good. Okay, good.
My.
Can any of you make that flashlight turn on, please? Is that possible? I would really appreciate that. And again, the idea of having several things out like that is if one is all that gets triggered, it's interesting. But if that's the only thing that gets triggered, it's not quite as conclusive. I mean, it's better if the cat ball goes off and then the flashlights and then the REM pod. That would be awesome. But I don't know. The REM pod has been incredibly quiet here in the studio. It's very rarely ever gone off. But the cat ball has gone off many times through the times we've been doing this. And the flashlight. But for some reason, the REM pod is rarely ever triggered. Oh, I wonder why. Let me check. Yeah, I don't want you messing with this, please. I want it to work. Yeah, don't turn that off. Please don't turn this off. Wonder if I can, something. Look at this. Make sure I don't have it too on or too off. There it is. That's too much. The trick with the flashlight test is that it's a twist-on flashlight, and you want to position it just to it's barely off. Now, the problem with the flashlight test is that atmospheric things can trigger it, humidity, temperature changes, and so you have to keep that in mind. But that's why we try to you try to look for correlation to questions, indications when you're asking questions. So, I think that's not enough. Oops, wrong way. There we go. But it's really kind of tricky to get it just right. Last time this was going off like crazy. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Hopefully, this will be active as well. There we go. Okay. So you heard I am, I would, and good. Okay. Gotta ask the spirits, please don't screw around with the equipment. Yeah, I know. I do. I do try to have that agreement with them. But sometimes they don't pay attention. I can't say for sure that what's going on with the reverb is spiritual. I don't know. I just know that it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, and I don't know why. I've torn it apart. I've reassembled it. Wes over on Sasquatch Chronicles did a heck of an episode drop. There are quite a few new episodes. Oh, nice. Very cool. Wes is always busy. He's a busy guy. All right. Okay. So let's see if you can get close to the piece of equipment that's on the chair. I might try changing that battery again on that reverb because it was working good right after I put in a fresh battery. I don't know. Maybe it drains batteries really quick, eats them. I don't know. Doll? I heard doll. So can you tell us your name? We'd like to have a name to be able to call you. Is Peter here? If Peter is here, please give us a sign that you're present. You. Still freaked out the first time Brenda asked, do any spirits want to talk to her? Yeah, I know. That was pretty crazy unknown. That was an amazing first right out of the gate. So some people are really skeptical about the cat balls, but I'm here to tell you I've had them out many times and they don't do anything. Many times for many shows they won't do anything. And then suddenly they just trigger. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Right when I said trigger. Thank you for turning on the light. I appreciate that. That was wonderful. Can you tell us who your name is? Thank you for the cat ball. That's a double trigger there. That's two things triggered. Now if we could get the trifecta and get the one on the chair to trigger as well, the REM pod, that would be really incredible. Do you think you could go over to the chair and touch that device on the chair? It won't hurt you. It'll just make noise and flash. Huh. Yeah, if you could, I would appreciate it. But that's very powerful. The flashlight and the cat ball in succession were triggered. So that to me is a win. I'm not able to see the K2 meter real well. Oh, there's the flashlight again. How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you doing the flashlight. Fantastic. This is really spectacular. Can you turn the flashlight all the way off, though? Because it's a little bit on. Can you turn it all the way off? Well, maybe it's all the way off to you. I don't know. There you go. Thank you. Good job. Outstanding. I appreciate that. Is this Peter? Is this Peter with us? If it is, please turn on the flashlight again. Okay, no. Okay. No indication that it's Peter. Is it possible you can use your voice to let us know what your name is? I'll try that, RJ. Yeah. Could you sit in the chair over there? Could you sit in that chair, please? Ghost radar energy spike. Oh yeah, there was an energy spike. You're right. Wonder if that lined up pretty well to the cat ball and the flashlight first going off. Who knows how the energy of people in chat comes through? Interesting. But they must feel some of us. Oh sure, I'm sure they do. That's a great point, old spirit art. Thank you for the cat balls again. Appreciate that. So, whoever you are you stuck or unable to go to the next world? Was that a no? I don't know if that was a no. I don't know what you turned on for there, but I'm thinking of what to ask. Don't know. Donut.
No.
No, Don's not here, Renee. It's just me. Don only comes on Wednesdays. Thank you for the double trigger, ladies and gentlemen. The cat ball and the flashlight. That's really cool. Can you very clearly tell me your name through that sound device? Yes. Okay. Please do.
Do it.
Wow. It's really cool. Is it possible that you could move that little ball around the table? That little ball that you made flash, can you make it roll? Can you make it roll on that table? I was going to do some kind of pendulum thing, but I wasn't able to.
Well,
If you could make that little ball roll, I would really appreciate it. Doesn't have to roll far, just a little. Thank you for the flashlight. I appreciate it. Yeah.
good luck.
I think that's a soundbite in there, just a random one, but it does crack me up every time. It's like, yeah. Okay, if you could make that little ball roll just a little bit, that would be outstanding. Thank you for the flashlight. I appreciate that. There's a lot of triggers on the flashlight now. It was very quiet. Nothing was happening. And now suddenly, boom. If that ball moves. Well, I mean, it's kind of like this is what we're looking for. We're looking for contact. We're looking for understanding. And yeah, if something moves, it's a little freaky, but it's also what we're asking for. It's like when you go ghost hunting. The people that crack me up are the ones that go ghost hunting and then they're terrified the entire time and they're running out of places. It's like, what were you there for? I mean, didn't you think maybe you were going to bump into a ghost? Wasn't that the whole idea? A spirit of some kind would be there? And then when they show that they're there, it's like, I understand people get startled and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's like going out looking for Bigfoot and then, finding Bigfoot and being absolutely ruined to go outside anymore the rest of your life. It's like, but you were looking for it,
What are you?
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff Keith says, I agree, Brent. Yeah, I mean, it's if you're looking for things, and certainly, seeing something move that's not being moved by human hands is. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I know it can happen. I don't understand it, but it's incredible. That's why I won't go hunting. Yeah. Well, there's that. I mean, certainly there's that, but it is interesting to get correlated events, in any case, like the flashlight, the cat ball, all going off. The REM pod being so very quiet to me is interesting Because again, when I investigated the Montvale Hotel with my friend Charles, that thing was squawking for hours, just on off, on off. It was just like whatever was there was just playing with it, and could hardly get the cat balls to do anything. But that REM pod was absolutely off the charts. I don't think I've ever heard that sound before. So, could you make that device in the chair? Could you make that light up by getting close to it?
Hi.
Oh, thank you for the flashlight. I appreciate that. That's wonderful.
Side.
But how about the one in the chair that has the red light on it? Can you reach your hand or part of you to get very close to it? If you get close to that antenna sticking up, it'll make a noise and light up and let us know. Can you do that? Is that a yes, you can? Well, would you please do that? Maybe I'm not asking the question right. Well, it's like, yeah, of course I can. Okay. Would you do that now, please?
I was
walking. That one I think is a normal sound bite too. My necklaces are clinking. Sorry about that. Yeah, still on and off with not only the flashlight, but with the reverb. It's being triggered on and off for some reason. Huh. Okay, can you make the cat ball light up again? That little ball, can you make it light up again for us? I wonder. 8D they? What is 8D they? Sorry, I wonder if they can do an SOS code kind of deal. I was wondering how they get the whole ghost thing happening. I wonder how they get the whole ghost thing happening. What does that mean, Raw? Have you guys ever walked down to Frag? I used to frequent the cave system. Oh, okay. He's talking about some very specific place. Okay. I gotcha. No. Well, I mean, I don't got you like that. It's a figure of speech. I gotcha. I'm talking to the people that I'm chatting with. How many spirits are currently here with me? Sound like 7, didn't it? Did anybody else hear 7?
No.
Hey. Tired of hearing my own clacking. Are there any questions you guys would like to see me ask? I'm sorry, I've been trying to watch, but I might have been missing them. The last one sounded like 11. Okay. Oh, wow. That was like dead. I imagine that you probably had died from your physical body, but it's great that you were able to still come and communicate with us.
Yeah. Do it.
I'm going to go to some of the standbys. We'll see if we can get meaningful voice interaction now by doing like word games. I'm going to say 3 numbers and you tell me the next number. 5, 6, 7.
Dog.
What number comes after 7? That's a way to test for intelligent responses. What number comes after 7?
3.
Not 3. No.
9.
Days of
No answers. Okay. No correct answers that I heard. Does it just say dog man? I don't know. I didn't hear that. I was listening specifically for a number. My filter was geared towards numbers. So, are you spirits
known.
aware of things like a Bigfoot or Sasquatch or hairy men that live in the forests? If you are, could you trigger the flashlight or the cat ball?
Means
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well. This. Night.
Sound like light again. Light.
Kali.
Can you turn the flashlight all the way off, please?
And.
Can you turn it all the way off?
dust.
Please do that. Please turn the flashlight all the way off. That's on. There you go. Keep going. You almost got it. Again, it just is really cool when you see that interaction happen. Okay, can you turn that flashlight off now? Thank you. Perfect. That's outstanding. I appreciate you doing that. Okay. So it's almost like a flashlight version of you're welcome. Oh, there goes the cat ball again. Good deal. Thank you so much. I appreciate your letting us know you're here. Can you please tell us your name very clearly? I really want to know a name to call you.
This.
You can do it. I appreciate the flashlight again. Can you give us a name to call you, please? I don't know. Anybody hearing a name?
Blue.
Hannah? Lee? I just heard Lee. Was there a Hannah? If there's a Hannah, make the flashlight light on. Did you finally hear an 8, Renee? Hannah twice, I think. Okay. Huh. Is there a Hannah here? Can you make the flashlight turn on if there's a Hannah here?
Delete.
D.
Okay. Well, maybe there is. That's a flashlight response for sure. 8. Yeah, I did hear the 8 again. Okay. Maybe it took that much time. Google it. No, I'm just being a dork. Obviously, that's not the case. But, okay, can you turn that flashlight off all the way again? Just, it's on just a little bit. Could you turn it off all the way? That's kind of the other direction, I think. Huh. Okay, if you could turn off that flashlight, I'd really appreciate it, please. You can do it. I've seen you do it a few times now. Almost. almost. You almost had it there. You're doing it. Keep going. You got it. Almost. Just a little bit left. It's like interesting because you can almost see it like happening.
Stone.
Okay. Well, I guess it could stay on a little bit. Can you make the device in the chair go off, please? It just makes noise when you get close to it. It won't harm you in any way. It just detects when you're close and it lets us know. Could you move to the device in the chair and make that make noise and light up for us? I'm not sure why the REM pod is so hard. Thank you for the lights. That's not the one, though. How about the one in the chair? The one that I'm pointing at right now. Can you move towards that one? Could you please do that? Will you do that now? I don't know why there's an avoidance of that particularly.
No.
The flashlight is fine. The little ball is fine. But for some reason, the REM pod is not. No, thank you for the ball again. Thank you. Some reason the REM pod is avoided.
Knowing it,
I wonder if I put that on the table between the flashlight and the ball, if maybe then it would trigger. Because I assume there's a presence interacting with both of those devices. Okay, that's that. Thank you for that confirmation. Yep, gotcha. Okay, why don't I do that? I'm going to move that REM pod up onto the table now, and we'll see what happens. You say yeah? Okay. 1 second. Yeah? Okay. I'll do it. I'm going to do it right now. Patience. All right. Okay.
my life.
Okay, I'm going to put this up here some way. It just makes noise. This is really kind of acting weird. Let me turn that off and turn it back on. There we go. Now the lights are interacting. Okay, just a little motion here. Sorry. Okay.
What?
There we go. That might have been me with the ball. Not sure.
Frost.
What did that say? Frost? Okay. All right. Put it directly beside the flashlight. Yeah, it's close. I mean, it's within the vicinity of it. Yeah. Kind of sounds like an old Nintendo. You're right. That REM pod. Yeah, Frost came through with the ghost radar. That's the green thing on your screen. I don't know why. Can you turn the flashlight off, please? Is it possible you could turn off that flashlight now?
The jumper.
The jumper. That's, I think, a normal voice, too. I don't think that's paranormal. It's just one of the sound bites. It comes up. Hasn't been altered in any way. No. Okay. All right. Can you turn the flashlight off again, please?
Levity.
Is it levity or gravity? I don't know. I heard something like that. Like several syllables. Gravity 3 or levity 3. Okay, now I just put that device on the table. Do you think you could get close to that and make that make that trigger for me? Do you think that's possible?
Rest.
I wonder if that device freaks out whoever's here. I wonder if that device is freaky to them for some reason. The REM pod.
Train.
It's okay. It won't hurt you. I promise. Can you turn off the flashlight, please?
Genesis.
I was walking.
Okay.
Hey.
Food. You.
Sound like food. Like ood. Yeah, that reverb is like totally hardly working now.
Well.
It's just barely clicking in.
Well.
Wonder if I can try a different battery that quick.
Well.
If you guys wouldn't mind, let me try that. Ask for nationalities. Are there any of you of different nationalities?
Okay.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get another battery in there.
Going.
That's me.
Stop.
That was just me. Why are you being so picky? Yeah, I'm close enough that I'm triggering it. Okay. Yeah, it's just me.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
What?
Oops, wait a minute. Oops. That's a weird voice. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's draining the battery. Maybe all this time, the problem of that thing was it's been draining the battery. Interesting. It's working perfectly fine again. It said hello.
Please.
I was Yeah, that one comes up sometimes too. Love You Jonas came up. Huh. Okay. I think they don't like that device. Brent. Yeah, they're not really messing with the flashlight much. You're right. It's very peculiar. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that they are so avoiding it. Let me just see. That is kind of a terrible sound. I wish they would make it so that you could pick a different sound rather than that whining, squealing thing. I mean, for as much as these things cost, you should be able to. Wonder what I should do with it. Okay, I've removed that device. Would you make the ball go off now? If the device bothers you, can you make the ball flash? If this device I'm holding is weird to you, can you make that ball flash? Huh? You heard me. You heard me. I don't know where I should put it. I don't have any room anywhere else, really. I guess I could put it in the middle of the table again, but I wonder if I put the antenna down a little bit. Maybe if I made the antenna smaller. Let me just see how that works. I've never tested it like this. Yeah, it just shortens the range for it. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Can you turn that flashlight off? God, that is an annoying noise. Could be like a huge energy mass to them, unapproachable. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, like I said, I've seen it go off many times. Can you turn the flashlight off, please? Any spirits that are here with me? Peter, are you here? Can you turn off that flashlight? I'm going to place this REM pod back on the table, but I'm going to do it more towards the battery packs for those other ones. So 1 second again. Maybe we scared them out. There we go. Can still see everything, so that'll work. Okay. So I've lowered the antenna. I don't know if that makes it less threatening or whatever, but maybe it will. If there's any spirits here, could you please turn off the flashlight? I would appreciate that a bunch. I don't know. Maybe it'll flatline now. Maybe that's most of what we're going to get tonight. But we'll see. If there's any spirits here, could you please turn off the flashlight? You can do it. Oh, the REM pod went off a little bit. There you go. That's all by itself, folks. I'm all the way over here. So that definitely triggered just for a sec. Thank you for making that little device trigger quick. I appreciate that. It won't harm you, as you can see. It just makes a noise if you get close to it. Something came within the field of that antenna. Okay, can you make that flashlight go off, please? You can do it. I know you can. Maybe they do. Maybe it's something. Yeah, it did definitely go off. You're right. Yep. Just a little meep, like that, but that counts. Yeah, I might have spooked him. Hopefully not, though. I mean, I certainly don't. I don't know. To me, it's so important to make meaningful contact and to be able to reach across this void of experience and to be able to, I don't know. Contact sounds correct, but it's more than just that, because we have an opportunity also to get answers. We have the ability to potentially get verifications or answers to questions. I mean, do spirits have to be honest? No, they don't. Many times spirits have posed as one thing when there's something else, or whatever. I mean, there's so many stories in the paranormal about that. We had a little girl spirit who was wonderful, and then it just turned evil. Well, because it was never a little girl spirit, but Can you turn off that flashlight, please, if you're here? I'd appreciate it if you could. This is your opportunity to talk. There's many people out there listening and watching. And this is your chance to let them know that you're here, that you're a part of our world. Can you make the flashlight go off now, please? Bucks County, Pennsylvania. I've been here for 8 years now. I see ghosts here. So do my neighbors. Wow, that's really cool, Ron. Lived in Seattle before. Never stayed for long. So can you make the ball go off? Can you make the flashlight go off? Can you make the tall device with the antenna go off? Can you do one of those or all of those? It's okay. There's nothing on the ghost radar. It's been real flat.
And for me,
This is your opportunity to let us know you're here. And there's always, in any investigation, there's always the peaks and the valleys. Sometimes things will be popping off, but it might be only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then not much anything. And then it might come back, but it might not. And that's what we just don't know. We're dealing with the absolutely unknown here, so what we get is what we get, but it's part of the journey. Okay, well. So, hey, Raw Crocker, could you not capitalize everything? Because I'm getting my eyes drawn to it, thinking it's a question, and it's like, wait, that has nothing to do with this. So, you heard Mom? Okay. Oh no, it's no, don't, no, I'm sorry. It's great that you're having a conversation. Don't get me wrong. It's just do it in lowercase if you would, please. Are there any spirits with us here that would like to talk? Is there anyone here? Donna. Again, that one comes up once in a while. That was a different voice. But it does go to show that's part of the problem with that reverb. Must have been they're draining the battery, or it could be. Or either that or that pedal uses a hell of a lot of battery. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate that, brother. What's your life story? Is there a smaller way to encapsulate that into a yes or no or closed kind of question? Because that's such a big question. What's your life story? If we get that kind of interaction, I'm going to be a full-time investigator. No more portal. It's going to be the Paranormal Portal investigations all the time. If there's any spirits here with us, can you make the flashlight turn off? Turn it off, please. Can you make that flashlight turn off, please? It's like the flashlight's totally not being touched now at all. It was getting tweaked all the time. On, off, everything. Now it's just stuck. Whatever was manipulating the flashlight is no longer manipulating the flashlight. And I don't know if it'll come back, or maybe it'll just sit and do that for the rest of the show. Maybe that blip on the REM pod was the leaving part. Okay. Where is your home? Wow, that's a kind of a creepy low voice. That's a very weird one. That's not one I'm familiar with. I've listened to these databases tons of times, and you get used to the normal ones. But sometimes odd ones like that come through, and it could be just buried in the files, but it could be anomalous. Where is home? Can you tell us where home is?
3, 1.
Anybody catching any of that? Yeah, it's like one. Okay, one. One meaningful word. Has the flashlight and cat's balls been on at the same time? Yeah.
Say it again.
What was that? That was different. That was they had gone off in succession, like one then the other one. So very close triggers. I don't know if exactly the same time, but very close enough to be definitely anomalous. Is there any spirits that are here that would like to communicate with us? You can do it either through the speaking voice or through the tools that are on that table. Light. Yeah, I heard light. There's a light on. I'd like for you to shut the light off if you could, please. Can you shut the light off, please? Can you name any animal? Can you name one animal?
1.
That was 2 syllables, whatever it was. A dog bark. Right then.
Yes.
Yep, that was a dog bark. Wow. Yep, the dog bark. Very powerful. Name an animal, dog bark. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for interacting like that. How about that? What are the odds that that would have happened right after a question was asked? And that's what you got to think in terms of. Might not have said dog, might have said dog in some of those jumbles, but to get an actual dog barking after we asked to name an animal. That's good. That's really cool. Really cool. So I don't think we're not. I think their presence is still here. They maybe are tired of the light. Maybe it takes too much energy to trigger those things. Does it take a lot of energy to trigger that light? Can you tell me? Is that hard for you? It's like kinda. I heard kinda. I don't know if that's correct. Hi, Para. Hi, that was a different voice. Hi. Love to hear a name. Is there a name of somebody that are you willing to share your name? How? Or it's either help or something. Yeah, the dog bark was wild. Man, that's really cool. Anybody get a name? It's the Monster Mash, huh? Yeah.
That's all.
So, is it difficult for you to make these devices go? Is that hard? Does the big cylinder device
Delete.
worry you or frighten you?
Told.
If you're here, can you shut off the flashlight, please? Or turn it all the way on.
Rest.
Rest? I heard rest. Are you resting? Is that what's going on? Are you having a rest? It's like a yeah was underneath that from that same voice that said rest. Maybe. Again, this is all interpreting. Said she was working at the eerie sight. Okay, so can you make that little ball flash the lights again? Can you do that one more time?
Rest.
Rest. Again, rest came through again. Rest. Okay, maybe I'm asking too much. I'm sorry if I'm asking too much. Are you getting tired?
Wait.
That was unusual. It's almost like it said scary, but without the S, like Gary. Are you scared? Are you scared? It does sound like there's a voice that's coming through that's male that I don't recognize from the database of sounds that I've heard so many times. And it seems that that might be direct answers, but the one that said rest a couple times seems, after I say, can you do something? It says rest. And it said twice in very close succession. So to me, that does seem anomalous, but I can't be sure. That's the hard part. I'm only interpreting what I'm experiencing as best I can. And that's why it's great to have all of you listening with, because I'm probably missing a lot. And even when I watch these back, I hear things I didn't hear at the time. And I get a lot more after I rewatch these.
Good luck.
Trapped? Did I hear trapped? Are you trapped? Yes, maybe. It's kind of muffled, maybe, yes. That was two voices. Again, that shouldn't be happening. If you're trapped, can you make the little ball flash? Oh, the flashlight. That'll work too. I don't want you to be trapped. I definitely don't want that for you. Okay.
Yeah.
The light just got a lot brighter, so.
On the
Okay. Are you trapped because you're confused? Or is there something trapping you?
When my
Yeah. I don't want you to be trapped. Do you need help? Do you need help?
on this
road.
If you need help, say the word help or make the flashlight flash again.
Hi.
on the left
I need an indication if you need help. Can you make the ball or the flashlight or very clearly say yes?
boy.
Ooh, that sounded like profanity, didn't it? Can't say I've ever heard that before. Please keep it clean. Don't want bad language. Bad. But if you need help, I want to help you. Good night, Deb. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. If you do you need help? Can you give me a very clear sign that you need help? Either the flashlight or the ball. That's like a screaming underneath all this. It's like two voices, and one was like, "Hi," like that. Who are you?
That's all I
I'll try that, Luna. Thank you. Let me look at the time. Yeah, we're probably going to be going into overtime here. Can you name a color?
very
Sound like white, maybe.
This this
Can you name another color other than white if you said that? This is your opportunity to reach out if you need help, but you need to let us know. Well, nothing real clear. There's been a few sparks of activity here, but it's hard to authenticate anything for sure. Just a lot of maybes. Are you still here?
Being Monty.
It's a lot of female voices all at once, isn't it?
We are not.
You want his
Sound like you said para. Interesting. Well, I think we're going to close this session out. So if there's anything else that you want to say or do before we're done, now is your opportunity. Okay. Well, I think that's about as good a place as any to leave it. I don't know. There's the flashlight again. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Can you turn it all the way off now? We're going to be all done here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through and communicating with us and making contact with us. We send you with love and light and the blessings of the divine. And thank you so much for your interactions tonight. All right. And there we go. All right, folks. Well, I don't know about you, but I think we've been on a hell of a journey here. So I hope you guys had a good time with it. Again, it's hard to say. Is there someone out there that's asking for help? Maybe. But it was hard to get any definitives, some possibilities. Certainly send your prayers to any of the spirits that came through and send your love and surround them in light, all that. And hopefully they're okay. We don't know what condition they're in. We don't know why they're coming through talking to us if they do need help. But I always send them off with blessings and prayers and hope that they're embraced by the divine. I don't know. It's hard to say. Now, was everything we saw and heard tonight paranormal? No. But that's the guesswork. That's where the tough part comes. You got to look into it, discern as best as you can, and make judgment calls a lot of time. But I think we saw some pretty incredible stuff tonight here on the show as well. You be the judge. It's not my scope or measure of this show to make believers out of anybody, but we are just here looking. We're just on a journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll continue doing it. Thank you, Jeff Keith. I appreciate it, brother. Hope you get subscribed. Come back every Saturday night that I do live shows. We'll be doing more of this. I'm going to have some more things set up the next time that I think might enable more interaction, but it might be nothing. I don't know. Like the REM pod. Again, I've seen it go crazy here in the studio. It kind of sits dead most of the time, just undisturbed. So for whatever reason, they don't always interact with everything you bring. So just bring things that you can, and hopefully they make themselves known. But again, no shows for the next Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll be back the week following that. I'm going to be out of town for several days, so just know I'll be missing you guys. But watch the back catalog on YouTube. And remember, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice, take care of each other, help each other out, find the magic in every day. And remember to shut off that, first of all. Remember to laugh as much as you can. All right, and more from the flashlight over there if you want to see. The flashlight's going brighter. It flashed again, so Now I get to clean all this up, folks. But anyway, love you all. Take care. Be good. And I'll see you as soon as I can. Until then, I hope you guys have a great week. And I may stream intermittently here and there. We'll see if I get an opportunity or if something comes up. Or maybe I'll just make a bunch of shorts or something like that too. You never know. If I get inspired, I'll be definitely talking to you. So make sure you ring the bell so you know when anything happens here on the YouTube channel. But follow us on social media. Check out paranormalportal.net. And follow us on Twitter at Paranormal Portal, Portl. And hopefully we'll continue this journey next time. So love you guys. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your weekend. And watch for the podcast dropping on Monday. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Love y'all. I'm going to have to update the members list again, too. It's a great problem to have. Thank you so much for all the members and for those that gifted memberships tonight. That was really cool. Thank you for all those that you remembered. And please like if you liked what you saw tonight. And please share if you don't mind. That helps us out a ton. So good night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, love you.